It's me, Shar, the Witch of the Purple Realm. Welcome to my life. A little different angle today. I'm using my tablet for the first time because my phone sucks. What I have today is a book review. A compilation to witchcrafting and successful magical living. Magical, let me try that again. A compilation of witchcraft and successful magical living by Lady Victoria Silver Sage. She is awesome. She has a YouTube channel, and I think she has a TikTok and maybe an Instagram. I'm not sure. But this is basically how she witches. She refers herself as a maverick witch. And I was really surprised to discover that she witches a lot like I do. It's amazing what you find when you actually pick up a book that's not a how-to-do book, but a how-I-do-it book. Now, in this book, she does some rituals and she has some spells, but the things that I like the best, ignore my bookmarks. I couldn't find what I wanted. She has lists of her favorite crystals. I believe there are 9 of them. And their uses and all the stuff that you need to know about them, or that she knows about them. Oh, my bookmarks are tangled up. Days of the week. What's best to do. And last but not least, herbs. And there's a buttload of these. This book, it really... Oh, she also has a chart on divination. On runes. It's in the back of the book. I forgot all about it to just now. Let me see here. She went out and found the rocks, and she designed the runes the way she wanted them to look on these rocks. And when she got them the way she wanted, then she shellacked them. So that's pretty cool. I can't say enough about this book. She's like become my hero. Sorry about the lighting. It's overhead. Small room. I think it's about 10 by 11 feet, I think, maybe, if that. It's very small. If I didn't have a closet, it would be bigger. The closet actually sticks out. The house next door has the exact same floor plan, but their hallway goes all the way through, and their closet shares the wall with the bathroom. So I was like, yeah, I would have preferred that. Oh, there goes Buddy. He thinks he's home alone. He's fine. So what else have I been doing besides reading my book? Well, yesterday, I did something I don't normally do unless I'm sick. I stayed in my pajamas all day, and I watched TV in bed. Okay, this lighting's really fucking with us, isn't it? What if I come over here? Nah, that's not much better, is it? Like my curtain? It's a heart-shaped dragon. And it's actually a shower curtain. It is. It's a shower curtain over the closet. I'm not going to show you the closet. The closet and the room is a disaster. I've been very lazy about keeping things up here the past few months, and I need to stop that. I just don't care. And I don't know why. But that's neat. Oh, that's not good. There we go. You can see my rolls. Here's Buddy Dog. Are we done? We're done. I was so pissed at my nephew Sunday. He comes over and he mows the yard. We pay him $20 to mow the yard because I physically can't and my husband doesn't have the time. Well, my neighbor came over and asked if my dog was missing. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, well, I think he's over here at the end of the alley by the pole. And he was. I was so terrified. Buddy is deaf. He can't hear. If I want his attention, I stomp on the floor. So I go and I get him, and he meanders up to me, and we come in, and I was so mad. I was like, all these things are going through my head. No, I'm not crying. My eyes are watering. I used this cheap mess eyeliner I got from Timu and I threw it away. I don't like it. And I just didn't want to redo anything. So, the whole time up, walking up from the alley, and I live in the middle of the block, and he was clear down at the end. So we were the whole time. I was like walking to him and coming back. I was like, I can't handle this. I was so afraid he was dead. I was like, I'm not ready to not have any dogs. I can't. It's been almost 30 years since I've not had a dog. I don't think I could survive without a dog. I'm not ready to be a dogless person. You know, yeah, I have a cat, but I've always had dogs too. I've always had both. And, oh, I was so pissed. I told my husband, I said, you need to get hold of your nephew and tell him blah, 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 because if I do it, things are going to be said that probably shouldn't be said. But he's okay. He's back home with his mom. And then what happened when Daddy got home from the grocery store? Daddy gave him a flea bath. Very traumatizing. Very traumatizing. He will hang out in the rain all day long if I would let him. But he's pretty sure a bath will kill him. I'm going to have to think something better for my lighting because I'm sorry about it. Yeah. And other than that, had an air show Saturday and Sunday, or I would have done an unboxing of my Hungry Root Sunday. I kid you not, it sounded like they were doing touch and goes off my roof. When I literally thought somebody was going to step out of the plane onto the roof, knock on my front door, and ask for a ride back to the airbase. I'm not that far. I'm about 4 miles as the crow would fly. So yeah, that was not fun for me at all. 2 days. Well, more than 2 days because we had all the rehearsals too. Yeah, I was very glad when they left. I don't go to things like air shows anymore, and I don't go to amusement parks because I don't go to air shows because I've had neck surgery and I can't be like this for long periods of time. And I don't go to theme parks because I can't ride the rides, and I'll be damned if I hold your stuff while you're on that fun roller coaster. Not going to happen. By the way, roller coasters terrify me, but I will still get on them. I know, I'm weird. I love being scared. So, I have started researching how to have a nature-based practice. I am starting with this book right here. Wisdom of the Natural World, a spiritual and practical teaching from plants, animals, and Mother Nature by Granddaughter Crow. She's a Navajo Indian. She does have a white person name. She's Dr. Judy something or other. I don't remember. And it took 3 days to do the first chapter because they're long chapters and there were 4 exercises in them. One of them was really cool. It was how to turn your body into a pendulum. You stand up with your feet about hip width apart, and then like you would any pendulum, you tell it something, you know the answer is yes, and you should sway a little forward. And if you tell them something the answer is no to, you sway backwards. And I tried this. And it worked. I was so amazed that it worked the first time. I didn't have to try it several times to get it to work. I was like, wow, that is so cool. So now I know sometimes while I'm talking, I'm not losing my balance. That is really weird. Yeah. So our bodies can be a pendulum. I mean, anything can be, almost any weighted thing that's not kind of, that what's the word I want? With the weight evenly distributed. That's what I want. Evenly distributed weight can be a pendulum. Necklaces, rings, crystals, rocks, earrings, yeah, anything. But I never knew the body could be one. I have a friend who took a nut and put it on a string, and that's her pendulum. She needed a pendulum. That was the only thing she had that was handy, and she didn't want to run out and buy something. I was like, that's cool. I like that. So, yeah, I don't know a whole lot yet, other than, you need to spend time out in nature, which, I do when I can. But I get heat exhaustion really easy. I've had it 3 or 4 times now. So I have to be really careful that I don't have a heat stroke. And then, of course, there's the bronchitis, like if I get too physical. Or if it's too hot, I can't breathe. And then there's the mosquitoes. I'm allergic to mosquitoes. So, yeah. So Gaia tells me to start a nature-based practice. Me. The queen of the inside. I feel like I have a pebble in the corner of my left eye. So, I think that's about it. Like I said, wonderful book. Highly recommend it. This is not just one of those books, it's you read it and you're done. This is definitely, for me anyway, going to be a reference book. I will try to tag her YouTube in the description if I can figure out how to do it. I've not done that yet. And you can get this off of Amazon. That's where I got my copy. I'm sorry, I don't remember how much it cost. Well, let's see. Oh, I've been rambling on and on for 12 minutes. So much for taking this one over to TikTok, huh? Okay. I'm going to get off here, and I am going to, I don't know, fix me something to eat, maybe? Gotta have some lunch. I'll catch y'all later. TTFN.